Hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot, and a big warm welcome to anybody new tuning in today. I'm just giving you a quick look at the products that we'll be using here today. So the core system we're using is Diamond Nail Supplies. We're also going to do some transfer gel and transfer foil, and I knew I wanted to have clear tips and I couldn't decide whether to use spider gel or foil. So anyway, we'll come to that later. But on this little finger we are going in with Sonia Williams glitter, and we're just going to put that all over. We're going to have a full coverage, and then I'm going to put a few mirror shards on the top of that. So as always, I make sure that's flat, lying really flat and thin. Leave that to set and then we'll come and cap that later. Meanwhile, we're going to the thumb bar and we will do a marble. So here I have picked up Diamond Nail Supplies Nude and White, and I'm just laying it down around that cuticle and them side walls, nice and neat. Then I'll come in with the wet beads. So I use Nude, Clear, and a bit of white. I will then put my phone into a point and I will slide that down, up, down. I just make sure that I've got the coverage that I need at the side so there's not going to be any gaps when we're finished. And I just repeat that. So I do exactly the same on the tip, come in with those wet beads, point, don't play with it too much, just swirl it up, down, up, check those sides. And then come in with a little bit of that Sonia Williams glitter again. And just thread that in the direction of the marble in 3 trail lines across that nail, just to finish it off and give it a little bit of sparkle. Right, here you can see me with the transfer foil. I am getting some gel cleanser and I'm just wiping the back of that foil. So this is the transfer foil glue. Now, you put it on where you want it and it's white. Then you leave it, you go away, you do something else. But that's where I want the shell foil to be. So you leave that till it's completely clear like this, completely clear. Come in with that foil, press it on, rub it with my fingers, nice and firm, supporting that finger all the time. Then I lift it off. And there you have it. Easy peasy. Nice close up for you so you can see that's the shell foil. And I do that on all 3 fingers. I think I'll show you a couple. So supporting that finger, rub it nice and firmly again down those sides. Lift it off. If there's any little gaps, you can go in with the bit and just press and pull. Press and pull. Done. So do that to all 3 fingers like I said, and then I'm going to come in with that nude shade from Diamond Nail Supplies, and I'm going to put that at the cuticle area of all 3 of these nails. So that will be my nail bed cover, and I'm going to do it in a block. So I'll make sure I've got that little wall, and it's only a small wall, and I make sure it's nice and straight, and I use my brush. And I do that on all 3 fingers. So once I'm happy with that and all 3 of those have been done, and then come in and clear cap. So I want that tip to be clear, so I put on a slightly wet clear bead. I'm not going to play with it, I'm just going to pop it on, blend it back, leave it, that's it. Then I come and I cap that foil and blend it into both the clear tip and the cover powder at the back. Just watch those sides, keep that shape. But I don't want any bubbles in that clear tip, so I just leave it. Do exactly the same on this. In fact, I do it on all 3 nails. So I put it on the tip, just blend it back a little bit, watch the sides. And then I come in with a bead for the foil and I will clear cap that. Once I've clear capped all the middle fingers, I will then do the little finger and the thumb. I will file and buff that off camera. And these will be the spider gel that we're using today. So it's Nicole Diary, and I have white, black, gold and silver. Now I couldn't decide, like I said, whether to do foil along that line where the cover meets the foil on those 3 middle fingers, or spider gel. So I opted for this, and this is the way I do it. I've tried it with the dotting tool and I'm getting a right mess, so I prefer to use my fingers. You can see how I'm controlling it. I can get the exact line that I want. I can get it as thick or as thin as I want, depending on the amount that's between my fingers. So I lay it exactly where I want it, bring it down, let it go. And then I'm getting lots of fine ones to go on the tip. Do the same on this one, so I put a thin line across there, and on the where the shell meets the clear, then I do some fine ones and put it all over. And I do this on all 3 nails. So once I'm happy where they are, I will then clean up any that's on the skin and then put that in the lamp for a full cure, and then go in with top coat just to finish it off. Beautiful. Look at it all come to life, isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful clear tips. I will, what am I going to say? Oh yeah, I will also put the top coat on the underside of those clear tips just to enhance it, but I don't show you all that on the video today because we're running out of time. Okay, we're going to put some gems on using Ugly Duckling Stick It, and I'm going to put a small bead right there because that's where I'm going to put my cluster. So I'm just taking off any excess, put it back in the little tub, just swirling that around, getting a bit on the sides, but I'm bringing it into like a ball, like a point. Then I come in with the pointy backs and I'm going to push it into that little bead of gel that I have made on that finger. Me and gems, honestly, I spend half my time chasing them, I do, honest. I've tried pincers, which is what I'm using here. I've tried the pickup tools. Anyway, so what I'm doing is just pushing it in with my fingers. I'm using the pincer just to move them slightly, exactly where I want them, because I don't want them to catch. So I'm making sure that they're all neat and together. Then, still using the Stick It gel that's on the nail, I come in and all around to support that cluster I will put a few crystal gems. So I have some clear crystal gems, I have some ice blue crystal gems, and these are flat backs. Now I'll show you a few, but I don't go mad about it. And I'll place them exactly where I want, just to support that cluster, and then fade out down the side walls so that it all flows together. So I'll keep adding till I'm happy, and then I'll cure that in the lamp. Now, they were big. It was a cluster and supporting crystals all on that middle finger. And then what I want it to do is flow across. Now, I'm not going to do as big a gem cluster on the others. I'm going to come in with a teardrop in the same blue that I've got on the cluster. And then again, I'm going to come round with the clear and the ice blue flatbacks. And then I will flow that from the left cuticle corner and then bring it down to a single gem at the top right where it meets that shell foil. So the idea is that I have the main cluster of gems in the middle, and then it flows across to the ring finger, and then just a few in the corner so it matches up to that middle finger. So I will finish this off and make sure I'm perfectly happy, just check it all over, and then this is the end of the design. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you did. Here we are, here's a clip of the full set. Isn't it pretty? Really pretty. Okay guys, I will leave it there for now, so until next time, bye!